Hi guys, it's Mrs. Lachance. So we are going to be reading our second book, our second read aloud story for our 5th section of our exercise unit. So we only have one more section and then our unit is complete. This week we are focusing on what jobs are related to exercise. I did talk a little bit about that in our read aloud, The Bear Feels Sick, the one before this one. So this week we're going to be reading a book called Max. And within the book we're going to be seeing Max, our main character, do a lot of different movements. And while we're reading the story, I want you to listen and I want you to pay close attention to the pictures. And I want you to see if any of the movements that Max is doing or the other characters look similar to any of the other stories and things we've talked about during our exercise unit. So Max, the story and pictures are by Rachel Isadora. Max is a great baseball player. He can run fast, jump high, and hardly ever misses a ball. Every Saturday he plays with his team in the park. On Saturday mornings, he walks with his sister Lisa to help her dancing school. The school is on the way to the park. One Saturday, when they reach the school, Max still has lots of time before the game is to start. Lisa asks him if he wants to come inside for a while. Max doesn't really want to, but he says, okay. Soon the class begins. He gets a chair and sits near the door to watch. The teacher invites Max to join the class, but he must take off his sneakers first. He stretches at the bar. He tries to do the split. And the pass they chat. He is having fun. Just as the class lines up to do leaps across the floor, Lisa points to the clock. It is time for Max to leave. Max doesn't want to miss the leaps. He waits and takes his turn. Then he must go. He leaps all the way to the park. He is late. Everybody is waiting for him. He goes up to bat. Strike one. He tries again. Strike two. And then a home run. Now Max has a new way to warm up for the game on Saturdays. He goes to dancing class. So as we saw, Max warmed up for baseball by going to dance class. So there's a couple things that I want you to look at now that we've read the story. One job that we did see that involves exercise is a dance teacher. So we saw the dance teacher helping Max and his sister and all of the other kiddos exercise in the dance class. And then another question I want you guys to think about when we're looking at this story is, how did the movements help Max win the baseball game? How did the dance movements help Max? So did it warm up his muscles? Was he stretched out? Did it help him run faster? These are all things to think about when we're doing different activities and types of exercises. So feel free to refer back to this story this week. We're going to read this one more time next week. But I want you to really focus on the different movements that Max did and how these movements might be similar to some of the things we've seen in other stories. Thanks, guys.